We are now recording. Hi, everyone. Welcome to our live for September. Now, this one is a little bit interesting because we've got convention starting around the corner. It's starting tomorrow. Most people are flying into Salt Lake City today. I was supposed to be there, and sometimes Spirit just doesn't want you in a certain location. My flight got delayed 3 days, and finally, they couldn't ticket 2 out of 3 tickets. Super strange with American Airlines. So I decided I am going to go to Copenhagen and watch the convention virtually with my mom and my team in Denmark. So one of the things about having a business that you can take on the road is that you also have the flexibility of going where your teams are. So that's the good part. So let me start with covering the European specials because they are really, really incredible this month. September, we have in Europe something called 150 and a 200 PV promo. So you will see throughout the entire month of September. Also, for those of you that don't know me, hello, my name is Jada. I'm a diamond with doTERRA. And this is my little rescue puppy who just wants to come say hello. She wants to be part of everything. We rescued her a couple of months ago. So she wants to be in the middle of everything, but Trufa, you can't be eating the oils. So back to the video. I just thought I wanted to introduce you so that she really does want to be a part of everything. Okay, bye, my love. So we have throughout the month of September, any PV, 150 PV order from the 1st to the 30th, you will receive for free a deep blue stick. And this is for any LRP of 150 PV. This is for any enrollment. This is for any secondary orders. If you do 2 separate LRPs, a standard order. This deep blue stick was just launched in Europe and it is coupled with Copaiba. And so you really can massage this into any area and you can see it is not sticky. It just goes straight in. You don't even need to massage it in. Really, really helpful for young moms that are otherwise worried with the cream and the oil that they would get the oil into the children's eyes afterwards if they don't have something handy where they can wash their hands, right? So on the go stick before or after workout, it is really lovely. Pop it in the purse, pop it in the bag right after gym. It's amazing. Now, if you do 200 PV throughout the month of September, you will get the deep blue cream, the 5 ml oil, and the stick. You get all 3 products. This is huge. Previously, we've known just to get 2 products, but now we're getting all 3 with a 200 PV throughout the month of September. So this is really, really wonderful. In addition to that, we have the product of the month, which is Rescuer. So this is the soothing blend for kids. Secret, a lot of adults use it as well. It is just as amazing for adults. There are actually ingredients in this oil that we cannot buy. So it's a wonderful blend to have. It is pre-mixed with fractionated coconut oil, therefore excellent for children. And then we have 10% off the turmeric throughout September. So let's dive in. As those of you who know me well, I love to focus on the energetics and the emotional aspects of oils, but there are a lot of physical benefits also, so we will cover those. I just want to grab my book since it fell down. So these oils are quite similar, the deep blue line and the Rescuer. The Rescuer is a little bit different just because it has Copaiba in it, it has lavender in it, it does have an oil I can't pronounce, which we do not have for individual sale. And therefore, this is a great collection to have if you are one that suffers from aches and pains in the body. I will cover this one specifically, but know that this line is developed for any symptoms of pains, muscle spasms, cramps, anything that is long, like that's been with you for a long, long time. Not allowed to use the word that most people know. When you live with something, you wake up with it, you go to sleep with it, it is there to be a part of your life. This line was developed for that. But it's also great for one-offs. Let's say you've been in the garden doing a lot of work, you did a hike, you walked a lot, you've been traveling, you're sore, you've been carrying bags, the little ones are growing, those kind of things, you want to turn to this one. So the Rescuer blend emotionally is very profound, actually, because It works on all of the parts of the emotional system that has you look at what otherwise has been hidden. So for kids, if they've forgotten to trust their good instincts, if kids have forgotten that they have courage, that they feel like they need to trust themselves more, you can use this to help them, give them courage, facing a day of school. If they are starting practice and they're doing in sports and they're not sure of themselves, this is great because it works for the sore muscles, but it also helps on the emotional level to support one in finding what has otherwise been hidden. Like, so if you're actually a really outgoing person, but you had some bad experiences and you were teased, and now you're hiding a little bit, this oil can support you in bringing back that outgoing personality again. Similar with other things, with adults specifically, we've been through longer histories of situations that have caused us to close down. This oil, used over the rib cage, used over the heart area, used over the vagus nerve, which runs down through the neck here. When you're using the oil in these kind of areas, it helps you to gain access to what otherwise has been hidden and blocking you from actually healing the root cause. So it will support you in not repeating the same pattern. It will support you in getting to the depth of what needs to be looked at and giving you the courage to also handle it. Those are sort of the energetics and the emotional parts of the oil. In addition to that, I just want to cover physically. There are some specific things like for kids, when they're growing, when they've been outdoors, they've had a long day, just roll it generously over their muscles. If there's spasms of any sort, 5 times a day is totally fine. Can't overuse it. Roll it over any bumps or bruises to minimize the appearance of bumps and bruises or any aches. Smelly feet for kids, put it on their feet before they go to school, after training, those kind of things. Also, if there's a wound that comes from playing outdoors, you can roll it around the wound to really support the healing of that tissue surrounding. Okay. It is really, really great to soothe any kind of sad feelings. So if there's been a hard day of any sort, we know those feelings can change fast, but to soothe what's been underlying, this oil is wonderful. On your kids, you roll it on the back of the neck, their spine to cool down on a hot day. You can roll it over the heart area. The wrist area is always great. And one of the areas I love is inside the elbow crease. You touch a lot of the meridians right there. So this is also for emotional use. You just run it across there and you'll naturally address all of the meridians. Let's move on to turmeric. Now, the energetics of turmeric is phenomenal. It's the oil of restoration. So when we're thinking of restoring, it is bringing balance. It is bringing healthy cells into the highest vibration, or unhealthy cells into a healthy high vibration. It is an incredible oil for stabilizing mentally. Also, I'm just going to use my glasses for a quick second. Emotionally and mentally, it has the powerful properties to reach damaged and blocked aspects of oneself so that we can restore what's temporarily been lost. This one, I would say, anyone that's been dealing with ancestral trauma, be it classism, racism, anything that's been passed down, an addiction in the family, anything that has ruined your faith in humanity, anything that has disturbed the balance of how you view people and therefore affecting how you're living your life. This oil is incredible to restore that. You can diffuse 5 drops a day. You can apply it. You can put it in a roller ball, apply it over the heart, apply it. It smells herby. So you have to like the smell, or you mix it with some of the oils like geranium that has a more floral smell to lift it up. It also goes really, really well with Litsia fennel, which has an herby smell also. They're very hibiscus, these kind of oils, right? Very herby. It goes well with laurel leaf, which is minty. You can also pair this one with spearmint. It's really lovely. The blue tansy, if you like this smell, I have to warn you, not everyone likes it. Again, it's a very hibiscus smell. But these are the deep moving oils. Obviously, we know turmeric from our golden milk lattes. We know it from ancient practices to restore cells into health, to restore connective tissue, to rid the body of inflammation. We take internally in the root form. Now, if you combine it with the oil in a capsule, multiple drops a day, and the root, you get to absorb the root up to 70% more. It is not the same as the root. It is driven from, it's the way it's extracted, you're getting different chemical components of the oil. In fact, what you're getting is, isovalenosol and bivitaminous and vitamin and cusimol. So these are just the chemistry, the chemical components of turmeric. But these parts of the oil will support you in restoring. And so if you're thinking of a really high vibrational oil and it comes into contact with anything that has been damaged, physical damage, cellular damage, tissue, all of your emotions that feel bruised, sad, deep grief, that is going to lift the vibration of that and start to repair. And when the vibration is running through, the frequency is running through your cells at a much higher rate, you're elevating, and you're elevating into a higher consciousness. You're elevating into being able to separate out and then restore your faith in humanity, restore belief in people, restore belief in perhaps family history. It is also great with anything that is dealing with prejudice, bias. I mentioned this earlier, right? Anyone that's had a loss of function, loss of freedom, anyone that feels constricted, maybe they've gone through an intense breakup, their freedom has been taken from them in some way, shape, or form. It can also be physically, that they've been limited, they've not been able to move. This oil is your go-to. It is everything you want to look at for restoring. So let's look at the theme of the month. We have a soothing blend for kids. We have restoration for everyone, the whole family. And then we have the deep blue soothing line for everyone in the family, particularly adults. And you can diffuse and you can use these oils topically. And let's look at the season. So we're coming out of the summer, back into the harvest season, the fall season, and the theme is restoring. If you're looking at the theme of the last 2 years, nothing has been the same. And people are feeling a bit timid about going back in. Summer, you kind of forget about it. You're outdoors, you're enjoying the sun, the beach, traveling, vacation. And now is the daunting fall. It's September, October, November, this fourth quarter where you're just coming into the fullness before winter hits December, January, February, right? But that fall harvest season where typically we are programmed to produce, work. And that can be super daunting. So what my invitation to you is ease into it, restore, replenish, take care of you. You will be able to do much more if you're able to stay in your body, not suppress your body, not suppress your emotions, and just think you have to produce. It's not going to get you there. It's an illusion. And if anything in the past couple of years have taught us is that we can't force things, right? We need to allow our bodies to really expand. And when it's expanded, when it's restored, when it's fully in its essence, that's when we grow into our next level. That's when we elevate. Now you can have an intention about it. You can be mindful about it, set a goal, have your dreams. I'm not saying just be lazy. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is Allow yourself the flexibility. These oils will support you in the flexibility of getting to feel your body along the way, restore, repair all of the mishaps that have been, the miscommunication, so that you can fully live the life and the life that you dream of, and have it, embody it, feel it. So that's the theme of September. For those of you that are going to be watching convention live, amazing. Those of you that are there, I doubt anyone from my European team is there, but let us know how you feel about it. Drop a comment. If you're watching this on YouTube, please remember to subscribe on the red button, hit a like button, ask any questions. You can always reach out to me on my Instagram. That is where I respond the fastest. Also, you have access to me if you're on my team through my closed Mighty Networks group, and also through my WhatsApp. So lots of love to you all. Mwah. Take advantage of this amazing special. We really haven't seen a special like this before. So have an amazing month. Mwah.